Good morning, everyone. Today is Monday, October 2nd. Welcome to October. It's still full on summer here in Michigan. It was over the 80s over the weekend. It's like a summer July weekend. We're starting a little early this morning. Judge Pattison won't be here all week, so I'm covering his docket and my docket today. Tomorrow, I think Wednesday kind of calms down. So we have misdemeanor arraignments, some civil matter pretrials, we have misdemeanor sentences, some motion hearings, some bench warrant arraignments, and whatever else comes up. I hope our visitors all made it home. We had some visitors from Virginia last week, and hopefully they made it back. Also, our people from South Lake, Texas, in the Tampa area. Good morning to all of them. I got stung by a bee this morning, picking up some begonia petals in the dark after I rode my bike, so my hand's all swelled up. Hopefully I won't keel over here while we're doing our arraignment. So far, I've yet to see the bailiff, any attorneys, or defendants. So we'll see. Judge Pattison usually has the Monday morning arraignments. I start out with civil matters. I don't know what time it is in Australia. Good morning.
Good morning.
Just have a seat. I'll be with you in just a minute. What's your name, ma'am?
Aubrey Miller.
Very good. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Scotland and Utah and okay. Thank you, everyone. We've only got 2 people here this morning so far. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the record on. Our public defender, Matea, is here. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for saying hello. Always very humbling, especially since it's 5:15 for some of you. Or worse. I didn't know Judge Pattison had it so easy on Monday morning, so we start out with 1 total arraignment. Does Manuel Munoz Aranda need an interpreter?
He says that he can understand and he can read. He said he should be okay.
All right, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Miss Miller, would you come up to the podium, please? This is file number 20. This is a 3-year-old case. 201554 SM. The complaint in this case alleges that you were at Walmart in June of 2020, more than 3 years ago, and you stole a mask, which was worth less than $200. The sweat detectives were in the store. I don't know that they were looking for you, but they saw this go down. This is odd. Now, how did you come to get charged with this 3 years after the fact?
I'm not really sure. I didn't even know I had a warrant until just about 2 weeks ago. We got pulled over. I was with 2 girls and a man. I didn't really know all these people that well. I probably shouldn't have been with these people.
You're talking about now or back?
No, then 3
Okay.
years ago. And the girl that was next to me in the back seat, she went into Walmart and she was in there for a long time. So I went to go look for her and I walked in the store. I walked around. I didn't touch anything. I didn't buy anything. And I walked right out. The girl I was with, now I don't know.
All right. this really isn't very clear. Observed by surveillance, looking at merchandise for sale in the store, picking up an item from the shelf, then exiting the store through the garden center without paying for it.
No,
All right.
I didn't take anything.
Okay. So how did you get picked up on the warrant?
I brought myself here.
Okay. How did you find out about the warrant?
Somebody said something about, I was looking up somebody on VineLink, and for some reason I was like, oh, let's just try it. Let's try our names. I was sitting with a girlfriend and we typed our to see what happened if we put our names in, if like something old came up or something. And my name was on there and it said St. Joseph County. I had an open case. So I called and they said, yeah, you have a warrant. So I came down and paid it. And
All right, good for you. We'll have a seat for a minute. Let's see
Okay.
if we can get one of the prosecutors to take a look at this.
okay.
Person that authorized it isn't even here anymore. And I don't know what this video shows. Sir, could you remove your hat, please? Are you Manuel Munoz Aranda?
Yes, I am.
Would you like an interpreter or you think we can do this in English?
Don't you all good?
Okay, yes. This is file number 231821ST. People versus Manuel Fernando Munoz Aranda. You got a ticket on 9/16/23 for operating without a valid license and the civil infraction charge of disobeying a stop sign. The no operators charge is a misdemeanor.
Yeah, my driver license, but I know that the
You have your
driver license
license
with me.
with you today?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have you have a seat. Good morning, Ms. Ives. What have you got today?
Oh, good morning, sir. Oh, I got a bunch of things upstairs, so I was just gonna hang tight for your security officer to see one of the guys in back.
Oh, well, put all that heavy stuff down. You need a valet or something to help you.
Well, it's like all of the files from
Uh,
this morning.
Wow,
I know, well,
all right. Well, that's all the arraignments. Laura, would you let the prosecutors know we need two pretrial, we need some help with these arraignments if they can. Mr. Aranda claims he has a license and there's a civil infraction. Mr. Munoz Aranda, can I see your license? From 10/1/21. Let's take a look at your driving record. You may have a valid Illinois license, but you may have a Michigan issue. Park City, Illinois, which is different than Park City, Utah. Well, I don't see anything on here. I've been to Park City, Utah. It's hard to find a place to park. All right. I've indicated that you both have pled not guilty. We've got several ways we could go here. We could simply get an attorney to assist each of you. But you both come here from somewhere else. Mr. Aranda is from Illinois. Ms. Miller is from Kalamazoo. Colon, okay. Well, I'm glad you found this. So let's have the prosecutor see what they want to do with these. So I need the assistance of a prosecutor. And if they can't do this, we'll ask you to come back. And we may even get an attorney appointed to represent you. But let's start with seeing if we can take care of what we call an instant pretrial. The city and village attorneys give us the authority to resolve some of these, and I don't know why the Sturgis cops Oh, Jacob Owens, a state police officer. Okay, let's see if we can get some help from a prosecutor. Now, in the meantime, we've got several other people who are supposed to be here who are not. Thomas Burgess has been phone calls and no show.
Rachel. To see him.
Okay, yeah, they're both pretty simple. Thomas Burgess filed 231272 ST as a driving suspended second offense from July 9th of 2023. That also was failing to stop after a collision and filed 231273. There are warrants for his arrest because he failed to appear last week, September 28th. He got a new driving suspended charge on August 17th, and that's set for arraignment this morning. He's called several times. I called him and woke him up on September 21st. He said he would be here on the 28th, and he was not. I'm not going to wake him up again. I'm going to issue a bench warrant for his arrest. 231617 ST. Defendant, 10/2/23. Defendant FTA for arraignment. I'm not going to do a show cause. He already has warrants out. $400 cash or surety. No 48-hour hold. There's no point when there's 2 warrants out for his arrest. Mandy Allen is charged with operating without a valid license. Let's see where she is. She was in jail. I think she got out just in time to get this. Mandy Lynn Allen filed 231776. I can hear Debbie coming. Good morning, thank you.
Good morning.
I've got 2 cases. I appreciate your help. Aubrey Miller is a 2020 retail fraud charge where it's unclear unless she took a mask. She says she didn't take anything. And Manuel Munoz Aranda is charged with no valid license and running a stop sign, but he showed me what appears to be a valid Illinois driver's license. And then I have several people that didn't show up. I didn't know Judge Patterson had this much fun on Monday mornings.
Mhm.
Thomas Burgess didn't come. And I woke him up last week. Mandy Allen is not here. I'll do an order to show cause in that case.
I think does she still have open felony stuff?
Well, she does. She's not in custody. I don't believe she has an open warrant. Yeah, we haven't accomplished too much. And Jan Mangold, he was doing pretty well, but he got a driving suspended charge and he owes me $310 on his last driving suspended charge. He's charged with driving suspended and violation of the seatbelt law. And I tell everybody, if you're going to drive around with a suspended license, wear your seatbelt. File 1779 ST. That's 231779. Try and order to show cause. He went through the circuit court drug treatment program. Was doing pretty well. I'm not sure what his current status is. Well, out of 6 cases, only 2 people showed up. A couple people have multiple cases. It's a beautiful day. Maybe they got better things to do than come to court.
Ms. Miller? Hi. We have the video and the reports, and so if you, I don't see that you have any prior detail problems. If you want to do a deferral where you take the Shepherd alternative economic crimes class.
I didn't take anything.
Okay, we can have a trial then.
Okay.
All right, Ms. Miller, why don't you come back up? Prosecutor offered a deferral. Defendant declined. This video may tell the story.
It will.
I don't know whether it's you or somebody else. There's probably more in the report. The affidavit is quite brief. But for now, I'm gonna appoint an attorney to show a plea of not guilty. Set an attorney pretrial conference for November 3rd. At 8:30. I'll ask you to go out to the counter. And we've got your current address, I think, is Borough Road number 12.
Yes.
Okay. All right. We'll continue your plea of not guilty. We'll get the videotape, have you get some help from an attorney, see what it shows. Ms. Davis inherited this case. The prosecutor that charged this isn't here anymore. And I'm not exactly clear what was going on. It sounds like maybe the SWAT team was following the people you were with.
The driver and the passenger.
All right. Well, we'll get a lawyer for you. We'll show a
Okay.
plea of not guilty. All right, you go to the court officer.
Okay.
Mr. Munoz Aranda can show you his driver's license. His driving record doesn't show anything.
Let me see if I can find his file on all these. I'll see it in the queue, so let's see if I can search it. Do you have a case number?
Yes, I do. 231821.
Nothing. Sometimes there's a ticket. Do you have a copy of your ticket by chance?
His driving record shows that his Illinois license is valid. Says he's not a bus driver.
Yeah. The remarks in the ticket say the driver does not have a driver license according to SOS information, so I'm not sure what that's all about, but if you want to just admit the civil infraction disregarding the stop sign, I dismiss the misdemeanor.
All right, Deborah, thank you for your help. Sure. The charge of no operator's license is a misdemeanor. It's punishable by up to 90 days in jail and a fine of up to $100, and it carries 2 points. Ms. Davis has offered to dismiss that charge for a plea to disobeying a stop sign. That's a civil infraction. It's not a crime. It's punishable by a fine only. And the fine is $120. It will go on your driving record. But are you willing to plead to that civil infraction of running a stop sign or failing to stop for a stop sign?
Yeah, I'm guilty. I'm guilty for the.
All right, the other charge is dismissed. It says Illinois status valid,
Mhm.
status not a school bus driver, temporary visitor license, but that looks like a full license. No stops in effect. That was as of 9/22/23 when the staff ran his driving record. All right. Thank you, Deborah.
No problem. Is that it?
Yeah, that's all I got. I don't know if there are any other free trials this morning. I'm covering for Judge Pattison. Had a pretty clunky, uneventful Monday morning.
Doesn't look like it. But never can be sure. If
All
you
right,
need anything,
thanks.
I'll be in the office.
All right, thank you. I do
Goodbye,
appreciate
sir.
it. Order to dismiss, no ops. That's so helpful when the prosecutor can come and in 5 or 8 minutes give us some guidance so that people don't have to come back. All right, the fine for failing to stop at a stop sign is $120.
Um,
Do
okay.
you still live in Illinois or do you stay up here someplace?
I'm moving already for the Sturgis, 205 and a half on Grove Street.
All right, can you pay that today or do you need some time to pay it?
I can, the thing is, I'm gonna start working,
Well, I'll give you time to pay it, so don't worry.
yeah, that's good. The plan paying is good for me. That works
All right,
because I'm gonna
file.
start working
2, 3.
because I'm moving.
Where are you gonna work?
Construction. I'm gonna start working in the construction. Company is the TKB LLC Construction. That's where I'm gonna start
120.
working
We'll
already.
make that due by November 3rd.
Mm.
Okay, you got 30 days to pay the $120,
Okay.
the no operator's license. Now, if you do move here, you're
Mhm.
gonna need to get a Michigan license.
Oh, okay.
But right now, that Illinois license appears to be valid from what I can see. All right, you're good to go.
Okay, thank you.
Matea and Jordan, that's all we got. I do have a couple of motions at 9. I don't really want to sit here for 20 minutes. Then I've got some civil matters and some very difficult sentences. The 3 cases that I'm going to be addressing at 9 o'clock are Melissa Renee Watson, file 044624. She has an old embezzlement case that she didn't pay a substantial amount of restitution. The case was closed when the law changed and allowed for old convictions to be removed from the record. However, if there's outstanding restitution, they can be reinstated. And here it's about $8,000 worth of restitution that has not been paid. Heather Christine Johnson, not Johnston, file 113247 is another embezzlement case where restitution was not paid. I tried to collect on this for years. Judge Welty had handled this case, which is how old it is. This person also owes a substantial amount of restitution. Last address was Bronson. So we're going to reinstate that conviction at 9 o'clock. Buddy Christian is a malicious destruction of property. File 141543FY. It was a felony reduced to a misdemeanor. He was ordered to pay restitution, did not pay. And so the case was made non-public or closed when there was outstanding restitution. So that one is also going to be reinstated unless somebody comes in and tells me otherwise. According to Ms. Davis, we have no pre-trials. We have all the people that didn't show up. So we're gonna take a recess. I do have some civil motions a little bit later this morning, and as I indicated, I've got some difficult sentences, 10:30, 11:11. It's gonna be a busy sentencing block. So, see how my hand is doing. And we'll be back in a bit.